All right, it is time. Check out these Simpsons bars. So I've already heard that the Bart bar smells like sour apple and that the Homer bar smells like a cinnamon donut. So we will see. I do get it. I do get a cinnamon scent from the package already. What's up there, E. Burgess? I get almost like a tropical punch scent from the package. But a lot of times the package smells different than the actual soap. Well, check out my rankings video. It's going to be sometime in February, Lord willing. I was going to aim for February 9th, but I'm thinking it's probably going to be more like the 16th now because of how cold it is. It's going to be harder for me to finish this video now because of the cold, because I don't actually have central heating. So yeah, it's kind of hard to function the same way because like it'll get like 40 degrees in my house. But I mean, I have a space heater in my room, so I can turn that on and it's fine, like it's on now. But I put a lot of work into these rankings videos. I mean, what are we at? 117 bars now. So I don't just sit here and just shoot it straight up. I do a lot of other things, and it's those other things that I do behind the scenes that's going to delay me. But definitely, hopefully, sometime in February. I have been putting my putting the tiers together. I've ranked them, all 115. Now I'm going to insert the Simpsons bars into that. Right now we're at 117. Yeah, we will see. All right. Let me see where. There we go. Got the little tab here. Go ahead. There it's open. There we go. All right. The Homer bar. Bart. Got a couple extras. All right. The Bart bar. The Homer bar. Go ahead and give it the sniff test. It is kind of like a apple Jolly Rancher. Go ahead and open it up. It is like an apple scent, but there's this other scent that's with it. It doesn't smell overly powerful, which is good. But to really get these just right, that's why this is a first impressions. You need to let these like separate for like a day or two by themselves, because the Homer bar rubbed off on this. So that extra note that I'm detecting here could actually be from the Homer bar. But it's a nice medium scent. It's not too loud, but it's also not too faint. So I like the strength. Now, of course, this can all change once it's lathered up. Once you start using it, sometimes most of the time, the scent gets stronger. Once in a while, the scent will actually get toned down. All right. I will revisit this one momentarily. First impression is that it's decent. Not crazy about it, but so far it's not bad either. It's a little muted. Like I expected it to be stronger, a little more fragrant. But what I'm hoping is that it gets a little stronger in the shower, and then I think it could be just right. All right, now let's try the Homer bar. Now I really need a small container of coffee grinds that I can smell between different bars, because it helps reset your sense of smell. Because I don't want that lingering as I'm trying to smell an entirely different bar. What? Let's go ahead here. Okay, yeah, I think this is what I smelled, that secondary note on the Bart bar. I think it's from this. Okay, when you first smell this, you smell cinnamon, and then it smells almost like cereal. It smells just like something. Let's go ahead and take it out. There is a nice subtle cinnamon scent, which is good. And this is one of these scents that there are like multiple scents per sniff. So you sniff it and you get one note, and then by the time your sniff is completed, you're smelling a second note. And the first note is cinnamon. The second note is almost like a cereal. I guess it could be a donut. But to me, cereal comes to mind. It almost smells like cinnamon cereal. Cinnamon Toast Crunch. No, Cinnamon Toast Crunch is a little sweeter, I think. But maybe somebody might think it smells like Cinnamon Toast Crunch. Okay, so first impressions, both of these would go into my okay slash decent tier, and probably towards the middle to the upper portion of that tier, more towards pretty good. I'm not ready to promote it to the like tier, but it's close. And as always, as you guys know, that's all subject to change after using it in the shower. I think they're unique. I think so. Let me try the bar. So that's good. They don't seem recycled or reskinned or anything. Yeah. It's exactly what people said. This smells like sour apple, but it's like a mellow sour apple. It's not loud in your face. That's what I was expecting. Like I said, it could change once it's used in the shower. And this one, yeah, smells like cinnamon cereal slash donut. And it's also not overly loud. I don't really think you would smell like a donut. I think this was pretty good. Yeah, it's not bad. At least not so far. Yep. I have a lot of bars too. I only got these because I need these for the new rankings. So we are now at 117 bars. The last rankings video I did was 59. So if you double 59, that would be 118. So it's 1 bar shy as of January 27th, 2026, of doubling what it was when I made my previous rankings video in November 2023. So in just over 2 years, they have doubled their catalog. Does anyone know of the next bar coming out? Has anyone heard anything yet? What it's going to be and when it's going to come out? I will probably just do 117, but it's going to take me 2 to 3 weeks. I haven't started shooting yet, but I'm taking more time to prep the video. So I'm actually going over all the bars before I start shooting, and I'm taking notes for each bar so that when I do start shooting, I'm going to have my notes with me so that I keep the video on track. So it's going to move faster. I am probably going to break it up into about 8 different videos because I think that it's a lot easier on my computer just shooting multiple videos, because when you try to put like a 2 to 3 hour video together on one video, it is so hard to maneuver around and edit because you've got so much footage. Now, what I can do is I can record and then edit, like 10 bars at a time, and I can just stick it all together at the end in one giant video and download it as one video. But my internet's not very fast. I mean, it's probably, if I was to upload a 2 hour video, a 3 hour video, and it all being like video footage, that's going to take me 6 to 10 hours just to upload it to YouTube. So if I do it, if I have like 8 separate videos, then it'll probably take like an hour per video to upload. Say I upload one video Monday, then Wednesday I upload the next part. Then like every 2 days I upload the next part. I figure I'll break it up into 8 to 10 pieces. I think it's easier, will be easier for me to construct everything that way. But what I don't want to happen is, because I'm starting at the bottom, so my hate tier I'm doing first. And I've already got that ready to go. That's established. But what I would hate to happen is for a new release to come out after I've released the hate tier, and then a new release I hate and want to add it, but I've already shot the video. I mean, I know I could just add it in, but I would have to republish the video, and that would just be annoying. So what I'll probably do is shoot, edit, and upload a video and not publish it until I have all of them published. Because when you first publish to YouTube, it goes straight to private. It doesn't automatically upload. You have to publish it, manually publish it after it's uploaded. So one big problem for me with YouTube, because my internet is slow, I have very slow upload time. So videos usually take me 2 to 3 hours. Even if it's like a 30-minute, 1 hour video, it usually take 2 to 3 hours for me to upload it to YouTube. So that becomes a hassle, especially when you have a long extended video like I'm putting together. And not only that, I'm going to be making movie lists on my movie channel I'm putting together right now. I am going to be doing rankings for movies. Like, I've already done one video on my channel. I I made a list of my 25 favorite movies from the 2010s. I put that together in 2020. And I'm going to do one for the 2000s decade, the 90s decade, the 80s decade, and the 70s decade. Then I may make a list for my top 10 horror movies, my top 10 comedies. I enjoy making rankings lists, and people seem to love those types of videos. So I feel like the videos that I get the most traction on are the longer, extended ones. The downside of that is they're so much harder to put together. It takes so much more time. But yeah, last night I didn't do any work on the rankings video because I was putting lists together for my movie channel. And I'm going to launch the movie channel when I put out this rankings video, because I'm hoping to get some of you to go over to the movie channel and subscribe. And what I'm thinking is that most likely the soap review channel and my movie review channel are going to be the channels I focus on the most, is what I'm guessing. But I'm going to focus on whichever channels that I'm able to generate some income for myself, because unfortunately I have not been able to find a job, and YouTube is my only source of income right now. So that's why I'm breaking up my channels into separate channels and hoping to be able to earn some money for myself. I guess just running my mouth about things that others are interested in. Okay, so I got the Bart bar, I've got the Homer bar. Now I'm going to use these. I plan to use these soon. Then I will officially rank them. These others here, I'm putting away. I'm going to put these in a bundle. And I'm going to sell a bundle on the Dr. Squatch Facebook group. I've done that quite a few times with excess bars. And I've got a lot of excess bars, so this will be a pretty big bundle. But I want to finish this rankings video, and then I'm going to put the bundle together. I would do a giveaway, but I'll be honest, I can't afford to do that. I have to generate some income just for my essential bills. If it wasn't for that, I would do giveaways on my channel. I don't have the money to spare. But yeah, I am planning to put these two in the bundle. The Venom bar will be in there. The Straw Hat brick and the Two Sword Surge, those will be in the bundle. The condom bar will be in the bundle. And I think there's going to be a couple other ones. Yeah, I do. I had to buy like a new Fresh Falls bar because the blue dye. You can look on my last video in 2023, the Fresh Falls bar I pulled out, it was brown. So I had to buy a new one. And the Wood Barrel Bourbon, I bought a new one because the scent had subsided. But yeah, that's the thing is when I buy these bars, I can only use them one time because I have to keep them for future rankings videos. So I don't even use the bars up. I only use them one time. Unless there's a bar that I get, that I buy extras. Like I have so many bars of soap. I go by memory somewhat, but I also smell the bars, and sometimes I change my opinion. So it's not strictly memory. Like some of the bars, you may be surprised if you watch my previous rankings, there are going to be some bars that are ranked in different places. Like switched tiers. I have some bars that have actually switched tiers. Yeah, the rankings video is a lot of work, but it's also a lot of fun putting it together and just having fun with it. It's just very time consuming when you edit the way that I edit. Like right now, what I'm doing, this is light work. This is nothing. I'm just sitting here literally talking into the camera to you guys. This is not much work at all. Reading comments, responding, just telling you my first impression. Easy. But when you start shooting and then editing, like you see all these pauses I'm taking, especially as I'm processing my thoughts, what I think, see all that's edited out of the videos. That's why it moves so fast. It's on track. I think that's why a lot of people watch my stuff, because it feels like we're just moving constantly without me buffering like I do on the live streams. It's okay if you know your brain's buffering and you're processing your thoughts for a few minutes. But on a video that's 2 to 3 hours long, that's going to get old real quick. Yeah, that's another thing. I actually do. I use the bar, then I come back. I give first impressions and I open it on camera so that you know I'm being honest. So you see, okay, yeah, this guy just opened it up. This is his first impression. Then I pause it and come back a day or two later and tell you what I think in the shower. Sometimes some bars, I may not like the scent, but then it's really good in the shower, so I'll move it up a notch. I'll be honest, the Birchwood Breeze, I hate that scent because it's so loud. It literally makes my stomach nauseous. But I moved it out of my hate tier because I love the texture of the bar. It's one of the best feeling bars in the whole catalog. I really like the grit and the texture and the appearance. I hate that scent. It like turned my stomach. But I promoted Birchwood Breeze out of my hate tier into my dislike tier. And I hate that I have Snowy Pine Tar in my dislike tier because the scent, when it's lathered up, it literally makes me nauseous. It's so strong for a soap, but the scent is really good. It's just good for a candle. It's not fit for a soap. That scent is not intended, because the scent is exactly the same as it is like a pine scented candle. And the pine scented candle, I can smell all day. I love it. But the soap, when it's lathered up, it like double or triples in potency. It's too much. So it's my rankings list is a bit complex because I actually like certain things about bars, but if there's something else that I dislike, if it's too much, then I have to give the overall opinion. So I hate that snowy pine tar is in my dislike tier, but I just can't stomach it. So that's why I dislike the bar. Who's going to like a bar if it turns your stomach? And see, that's another thing. My stomach is going to be more sensitive than others. And that's a reason why I quit doing the soap reviews, because I was like, I'm not a good candidate because I have a sensitive stomach. So I'm not able to give like really good objective opinions. But then again, some people may have sensitive stomachs like I do. And there may be other people who actually watch because they're like, I actually watched this guy because I had the opposite opinions of him. So if he hates a bar, that gives me more confidence that I'm actually going to like it. And that's fine too. So actually, ironically, I'm still helpful to that person. And I think the other thing is that because I edit and keep the reviews on track, I think even when people disagree, they still appreciate listening to my opinions and they don't feel like they're wasting a lot of time. And I give the opinion how it smells out of the package, and then how it performs in the shower, and how it smells in the shower and after the shower. So I go into more detail. Like the Batman brick. I really like that scent, but it turns my stomach. It gets too strong in the shower. So if I'm like, man, this is a good scent, but it turns my stomach, with somebody else, if they don't have a sensitive stomach, they're going to be like, okay, well, let me rush and get this Batman brick because the scent's going to be good and it's not going to bother my stomach like it does his. So ultimately, I'm still able to provide a service to those even who disagree with me. So that's why ultimately I came back to do soap reviews again. Like the Predator Purge bar, I hate the scent, but it's actually pretty good in the shower. But boy, oh boy, does that bar reek. And there are some bars that are actually like really good. I'm sorry, really stinky to me, but perform really good. So I can at least appreciate that. But some of these bars reek to the point I can't. There's no way I could actually use them in the shower. So we'll see some of that in the hate tier. Look over here on the site. See, this page is loading right now. My internet is so slow. I'm looking over here Want to see if there are or any. Okay, like the Lumberjack Lodge. I actually hated the scent, but I thought it was pretty good in the shower. So that's why Lumberjack Lodge won't be in my hate tier. It went down to $1. Wow. Oh, $1.99. Yeah, I mean that's still really good. It's funny how so many of these bars seem to go on clearance at Walmart. Like they don't sell that well. I honestly don't know how much longer Squatch can really keep this up. Coming up with the bars as much as they do. Because if they were like selling out at Walmart, I would say, yeah, they're going to be around a long time. But the fact they keep going on clearance, and I know they still make a profit because these bars are way cheaper than what they're selling them for. So even on the clearance bars, they're still making profit. But at the same time, it's a sign that they're probably not going to be in business at this rate with keeping up the current business model. Like they're going to have to make some adjustments. They're going to have to increase the quality and quit collaborating with everyone under the sun. What I'm guessing is that they are just milking Dr. Squatch for everything. And they are under the mindset, yeah, Dr. Squatch probably won't be in business 5 years down the road, but we don't care. We're going to milk it for everything we can right now. And then we'll just sell. And we'll just sell at profit because how are you? That's another thing is why does Walmart, why do they have such large quantities if they are always on clearance? Squatch needs to sell in smaller quantities. Because yeah, you can go to Walmart, you'll see there's tons of Dr. Squatch inventory. It's taken up, and that's another thing. Why would Walmart want to continue to reorder if Dr. Squatch is taking up all that shelf space, but they're not selling fast enough? That's a problem. They're not selling fast enough to justify the shelf space, right? So why would businesses want to continue purchasing these large quantities? Yeah. I feel that Area 51 brick is just, I think that's in my indifferent tier. Yeah, it just doesn't move me. It sounds like an interesting concept, but the bar is just underwhelming. It's gotten overtime. What do you mean? Did you mean it's gotten worse? Yeah, I think so. Exactly. And then they don't sell. That's my point. I'm not sure exactly what they're thinking. I think they're overplaying their hand Because Squatch, to me, they're not doing things that look like it's going to be sustainable, does it? Am I missing something? So eventually, and that's another thing is like companies like Dapper Yankee and other ones like that, they have a better business model and they provide better customer service. You know, let me take that back. Squatch does have good customer service. They cater to their customers better. That's what I mean. Their business model caters to customers better than Squatch's. I feel like Squatch is cocky because they feel like, yeah, we've got a stranglehold on this market. And they do for the time being. But the market constantly changes. So you start overplaying your hand. Now, did the original owner, if I'm not mistaken, they sold. They sold to like a big box company or something. And then that's when they started collaborating with everybody under the sun. And the fact of the matter is, these bars, for example, they don't need to be collaborated as a Simpsons brand. You could have these exact bars and just give them a different original name. Like, for example, Lumberjack Lodge. It's just a plain Dr. Squatch brand. It's not a collab. These could have been the same. I think that's why they haven't done the Stone IPA relaunch, because I'm guessing something's broken down in the contract negotiations with the brand that they collabed with. So see, whenever you do a collab, you may not always have the legal rights to relaunch a product, and Stone IPA was one of their best. Why not just make Stone IPA? You don't have to collab with that brand of beer. You could put a different brand of beer, just like in your grapefruit IPA. You don't have a particular brand of beer. You just use beer hops with grapefruit. So in this case, you're using beer hops with menthol and charcoal. Stone IPA should just be an original property. That way you could relaunch it every year. And that's what Dapper Yankee does. Yes, they have seasonal bars, but you don't have to worry about them never having another bar again, because they're always going to relaunch. The only thing they do is they may discontinue a bar if it doesn't sell enough. So it doesn't make sense. It doesn't justify them continuing to sustain producing a bar if it doesn't generate enough sales. So there has to be a big enough demand to sustain production of a bar. So Dapper Yankee does that. That's why they bring Winterland back every year. They may not have it full time, but you know you're going to have a chance to order it at some point of each year. Whereas Dr. Squatch, there's no guarantee. People are now getting down because they can't reorder Crypto Cleanse. That's another one. And Crypto Cleanse was a very original idea. They should re-release it. Now, I like the scent of Crypto Cleanse, but I can't use it much because it gets stronger and it makes my stomach nauseous. So that's why I'm not a bigger fan of Crypto Cleanse, but I appreciate the creativity of Crypto Cleanse. It's one of their more creative bars. But my point is, this is my I'm going back to what I was originally saying. They're overplaying their hand. They're getting too cute. They're getting cocky. They're like, yeah, instead of re-releasing fan favorites, we're just going to continue to put more and more and more out. These bars, they're not bad, but they're not great either. Crypto Cleanse is potentially a great bar. Great bar to a lot of people. Stone IPA is a great bar. They're not focusing on putting those back out because they can just make new average bars with a different company, whether it be Game of Thrones, Marvel, The Simpsons, WWE, whatever. I mean, what are they going to just start doing NFL teams? I mean, there are 32 NFL teams. You didn't get the rights to all 32 teams. Boom, there you go. They could do 32 bars for an NFL team, and they're probably all going to be generic. This is not a recipe for long-term sustainability, because eventually people are going to start gravitating to companies like Dapper Yankee and other companies like that. And there are small soap companies all over the place that just rise up. And eventually there's going to be people that's like, for example, Valhalla. I've only used one Valhalla bar. I loved it. It was like a blueberry leather tobacco scent. Very original. And if you go to the Valhalla website, he can't keep his bars in stock. It's good quality. But if that guy partnered with somebody with some deep pockets, an investor who could allow him to quit his day job and focus strictly on Valhalla, Dapper Yankee, companies like that, the black stuff. You know how much time and effort John Larkin puts into the black stuff? These companies are going to put Squatch out of business unless Squatch pivots and they focus on quality over quantity. See, that's their problem. Why in the world? That OG Drunken Pumpkin bar, I mean, people were paying like hundreds of dollars for that bar on eBay. Squatch, why would you just not re-release it? Finally, they came out with the Headless Rinse bar, which was essentially the same scent. Close enough. But why not just re-release the OG Drunken Pumpkin? The OG Irish Cream and Whiskey. That was a phenomenal bar. The OG Gold Moss Scrub. Man, those three bars, three of the best bars of all time for any soap company. The OG Gold Moss Scrub, the OG Drunken Pumpkin, the OG Irish Cream and Whiskey. Phenomenal. And all original, creative. And that's what they should be focusing on. You know, take like 20 to 30 cents and just make them as high quality as you can. And people will be coming back like crack addicts. But instead, you just put these cartoon characters into these new scents that aren't nearly as good. That's not sustainable. You may be king of the hill right now, but eventually you're going to get knocked off. And the thing is, you could remain king of the hill if you altered your business model and focus on quality over quantity. More like the black stuff and Valhalla and Dapper Yankee. Dapper Yankee has improved over the years. Dr. Squatch has declined. Now, Dr. Squatch does still have some good stuff, but they need someone like, and I'm not trying to toot my own horn, they need someone like me on staff, a handful of people like me who are straight up raw and honest and tell them, this is damn good quality. This is what you should put out. And stop them, intercept them from dropping crap bars that are just going to turn people off ultimately. Like I said, they're king of the hill right now. When you're king of the hill, you feel invincible. No one is invincible. It doesn't matter who you are. It doesn't matter what you are. Anybody can fall off at any second. So one thing they did was like they took Brick of the Dead, which is seasonal, and they turned it into Sandalwood Summit, which is full time. I love that idea. And they should be doing that with other bars. They should be doing that with like Stone IPA and Crypto Cleanse. Don't make your limited edition better than your full-time bars. Then they released Coastal Mist, which to me smelled like mildew. And that's full-time. And they did Lumberjack Lodge, which really was like Lather the Loyal. I don't know why they selected that one to make full-time, because I don't recall seeing a lot of people bragging about that. And then Mountain Meadow smells like something more for women. It's just very underwhelming. Definitely doesn't smell like a man's soap. And then you talk about underwhelming. How about that Spidey Suds? That's their version of blueberry. Have you smelled Sudsy Bear's blueberry bar? And you want to compare that to Spidey Suds? You guys need to take notes from other companies who know how to do some of these scents better. Now, I think Dr. Squatch's Drunken Pumpkin, Headless Rinse, they've got the market cornered on pumpkin scents. None of these, not Sudsy Bear, not Dapper Yankee, none of them can touch Drunken Pumpkin or the OG Drunken Pumpkin / Headless Rinse. Now, Dr. Squatch's new Drunken Pumpkin is kind of plain to me. Squatch just needs to focus on quality over quantity if they want to be in it for the long run. But yes, it's just like you're saying, they're betting on seeing something new and people buying it for that. And that's exactly right. But the thing is, if those bars are just, it's okay. Unless people are like, I freaking love this bar, then you're not going to get people coming back. I mean, short term, doing all these collabs probably helps them, but they're going to get knocked off. It's not sustainable. Especially when all your the majority of your bars go on the clearance rack. That's a sign that people don't really like this. You should have the opposite problem. You should have the problem that your bars are selling out because people love it so much. You can buy it now. Look, go to the subscription. There it is. Headless Rinse. It's on there. You can subscribe. And as soon as you get your order in the mail, you can just cancel your subscription. As a matter of fact, I need to do that now. And cancel the subscription I got for these. Because you can subscribe anytime. Resubscribe. I do it all the time. What do you mean you don't want to buy any 3 packs of anything? It's not a... Oh, you have to actually change it. It's 4 now. Well, I have way more than that, but if you want to try Headless Rinse, you need to try it. Trust, it's worth it. Okay, I'm going to help you find 4 bars right now worth trying. Okay, let's go over here. Have you tried spiked cider? Have you tried spiked cider? Also, do you have points on your Squatch account? Okay, you're going to get Headless Rinse. You're going to get spiked cider. Do you have points on your Squatch account? Because you can actually get a discount if you do. I can get the 4. Okay. What you do, you get the 4-pack and it's $24, but you can apply your points. You can get $5 off of anything of $15. Or if you wanted to do 6 bars, that would be 36, and then you can use your points to take $10 off, which would drop it down to 26. But what I do is I get the 4-pack, and it comes at $24. I'm able to use points and take $5 off, and then after taxes, it comes to $20 and $20.43. Free shipping. So it's just barely over $5 a bar. It's worth it. Let me see. It's one to consider. I think Flannel Forest is good, but let's see if there's some better. Headless Rinse and spiked cider. Okay. Have you tried Grime Reaper? I wish Con Crush was still here. I love Con Crush. Have you tried Wisdom Wash? Have you tried Brick of the Dead? Have you tried Maverick Musk? Let's see. Put the name of the soaps. Okay, you tried a lot of them. Okay, I need you to be specific because I'm going to give you your custom order here. Okay, just do Brick of the Dead. Have you tried Brick of the Dead? Yes or no? Okay. Do you like those? Yes or no? Because that'll give me an idea of your taste. Tell me this. What's some bars that you love and some bars that you hate? Okay. What's like your favorite bar, and then what's like your least favorite? That'll give me an idea what kind of scents you like. Have you tried Wisdom Wash? Okay, so you did try it, because if you hadn't tried it, then okay. I think Wisdom Wash is good. It smells like kind of a sweet lime or something. But okay, you haven't told me yet. What's like your favorite bar, and then like your least favorite bar? That way I have an idea. 'Cause I want to make sure I'm giving you the right recommendations. So yeah, get the headless rinse, spiked cider, and yeah, go ahead and get flannel forced. Okay. If you like gold moss, that's one of my favorites as well. So then I would definitely recommend Maverick Musk, and you said you already got that one. Okay, so I like the Grime Reaper. I don't know if you would like it. It really does kind of smell like lemon iced tea, but it's in the form of soap, detergent. It's actually good. It's not too loud. It's nice and mellow scent. I mean, I personally would recommend that, but I can't really guarantee that you would like it. Uh let's see here. The Oogie Boogie is pretty good. It's got a cinnamon scent. It's in the same neighborhood as Bay Rum, but it's a little stronger. It smells almost like Dentyne Big Red chewing gum. Uh, I think people like that pretty well, but definitely the headless rinse and the spiked cider, and probably flannel forest, and I don't know, either Oogie Boogie or Grime Reaper, whichever one you think is more appealing. Either one, I like both. It really just depends on the scent, but I like cologne bars or sweeter bars. It just depends the strength. If it's if it's too loud or whatnot. I like deep sea goat's milk as well. But definitely, I'm telling you, the spiked cider and the headless rinse, Hey there, the Lulu. How's it going? Um, I don't have a reason to. I don't need any soap. I don't need to buy any more soap right now. Did they fix their shipping issues? I can't recommend them while their shipping is the way that it is. Because then people are gonna come back and complain at me when it's been a month and they haven't got their order. You'll be like, you recommended them, and now it's been a month and I still don't have my soap. So yeah, I don't know what's going on over there. Oh, you haven't tried Gold Moss? Yeah, get Gold Moss. But Grime Reaper is limited edition, so it probably won't be back. Do you like lemon iced tea? If you like lemon iced tea, Grime Reaper is I like Gold Moss better, but because Grime Reaper, you know what? Just get Gold Moss, because here's the thing. If you do like Grime Reaper, they're not going to re-release it. So you'll be like, wow, I love Grime Reaper, but unfortunately, I can't order another bar. So it's kind of almost pointless to get attached to the limited edition bars, because you very well may never get a chance to order them again. Yeah, Gold Moss is not as good as it was, but it's still good though. It's still worth trying. If you haven't tried it, if you don't even know what the OG one smells like, the OG and the new ones smell similar. It's just that the OG was like a higher quality. Yeah, they haven't done anything with Gold Moss. And I don't know why, because it's a very unique scent. So yeah, I would just do Gold Moss. So do Gold Moss, Spiked Cider, Flannel Forest, and Headless Rinse in a 4-bar. And if you were to decide to get 6 bars and take $10 off with your points, then I would do Grime Reaper and Oogie Boogie. I don't know if it's too expensive to make, or if maybe some of the ingredients were no longer available to them for some reason. I'm not quite sure. But yeah, if you can make that order, get that subscription, and then you can just cancel when you get your package. I'm assuming that you know how to cancel. See, I do everything on a desktop. So I know a lot of people don't use desktops or laptops, they use their phone. No, I'm not. Part of the Squatch Club? No, I'm not. I didn't try them in the shower. I just gave them the sniff test You know, this smells like apple shampoo. So here I got a different opinion now. Apple shampoo. So that's pretty good. And then this smells like cinnamon cereal, in my opinion. They're both pretty good, Jacob. I think you should probably go ahead and get them, especially if you're going to do a rankings video. No, don't get cold brew cleanse. It's one of their worst bars. No, don't. See, now you're going out of bounds from what I told you. Then you're going to get your order. It's going to suck. Don't blame me. Cold brew cleanse is one of their worst bars. Yes, it's gritty, but the scent, it doesn't even smell like coffee. It smells like cake batter or something. Oh, you've already tried cold brew cleanse? Yeah. Yeah, cold brew cleanse, it doesn't smell bad. It just doesn't smell like coffee. It really doesn't have much of a scent. It is very gritty. But I mean, if you're over here talking about how you only, you're just trying to try some new scents, then don't waste your time with cold brew cleanse. Get the new ones to see what you think. Definitely headless rinse and spiked cider. So, Jacob, do you think the Patriots are going to win the Super Bowl, or do you think they're going to lose? What are you thinking? Right, but you don't need to worry about cold brew cleanse, man. It's a full-time bar. It's there anytime you want. I mean, really, Gold Moss is as well, but Gold Moss is such a nice, unique scent. You need to try it. All right. Well, I don't even know who that is. I guess I'm guessing some world leader, some like presidential figure, some political figure. Yeah, I think the Seahawks are going to win. I I don't think they overcome that. I don't think the Patriots overcome that defense. But you know, I mean, for them to get there though, from where they were last year, it's like who cares if they don't win? Just to get there, honestly, just to be a playoff team from where they were last year, they looked terrible last year. And also just to be optimistic for the future, they just need to add a couple pieces to strengthen that offense. Yeah, and then they'll be right back. Yeah, they overachieved. But yeah, I mean anything is possible. Yeah, you do that, you're going to be stuck with a bunch of unpopular full-time edition bars. Yeah, you want cold brew cleanse? Yeah, just do the Squatch pick. That's probably how they unload those crap bars. Then you'll probably get Alpine Sage and Summer Citrus and Rainforest Rapids. That's probably what you'll get if you do Squatch's picks. Yeah. Shows what a joke the Pro Bowl is. We know that's because of his dad. All right. Well, this is going on longer than I thought. I didn't even mean to talk this long. I thought I was going to be on for like 30 minutes. It's been over an hour. So, Burgess, drop me a comment. Let me know what you think of Headless Rinse and Spiked Cider and Gold Moss. All right. So, I will see you guys later. Hopefully, we'll have the rankings video ready sometime next month. Are you talking about for me? If you're talking about for me, they're in my okay/decent tier. No, man, just get them because there's going to come a point where everyone's talking about Headless Rinse and Spiked Cider. You're going to have no opinion and they're not going to be available for you to order. Get them while they're available because they could go off the website any day. And then who the heck knows? They may not even bring them back. And then all you'll have are people on eBay selling outdated bars that half the scent's gone. So go ahead and get them while they're here. Spiked cider is one of the best scents they've ever had. So go ahead and get it while you can. And you can use your points to get $5 off of the 4 bar or $10 off of the 6 bar. Get free shipping. You pay, $4.50 to $5 per bar. So that's pretty good. I mean, I would get Spike. I've reordered a bunch of, well, not a bunch, but I've got like 4 spiked ciders. I did not get an additional Flannel Forest, but a lot of people like Flannel Forest. You may like Flannel Forest better. So just get one of each because you don't even know which one you like yet. You may not agree with me. I think, Jacob, did you like the Flannel Forest or Spiked Cider better? Is Jacob still in here? I don't know. I don't think so. Let me double check here. Nope, they sell the colognes. Yeah, just get one of each because you might like Flannel Forest better. No. Just get, see, those are not even available anyways, so you can't buy that. But what you need to do is just try one of everything and then decide what you like. You don't want to stock up on a scent that you've never smelled. Because if you don't like it, then they only have two what? What do you mean that only have two colognes? Oh, okay. You mean as individuals. They have a 3-pack here. They probably just sold out. I really hope not. All right, I am signing off. I need to go eat. So I would check you guys later. If you have any more questions, drop them in the comments. I'll try to get to them when I get a chance.